Hello everyone, this is Arafellan playing Commander Keen. If you're familiar with games of the era, you'll probably remember him. So Apogee presentation of an ID software production. At this point, the two of them were working together. Later on, they became rivals in the era of 3D shooting games. But for now, they were working together. And we'll start the game. Actually, let's do the story first. Because the story is part of what this makes interesting. Like in Cosmo's Cosmic Adventure, you have a character with character. Billy Blaze, 8-year-old genius, basically MacGyver stuff in his backyard, puts on his brother's football helmet to transform into Commander Keen, Defender of Earth, in the Bean-with-Bacon Megarocket. Basically, in this episode, he's exploring Mars when aliens from the planet Vorticons 6 find out about his genius, plan his destruction, steal vital parts from his ship while he's on Mars. He's stranded. Will he recover all the pieces of his ship to repel their invasion? Will he make it back before his parents get home? Yeah, it's just... You have this weird dichotomy of you have this hero off saving the galaxy, and also he has to worry about his parents. It's a very Saturday morning cartoony kind of story. Here we go. We have our ship that is missing these 4 parts. We're supposed to go find them. At this point, this is before the Sound Blaster becomes a big thing, so we have PC speaker sound effects. We have no music. We have kind of, the controls are kind of floaty, I think you'd call them. Yeah, you have these Yorps. Yorps are mostly harmless, but they can push you around. If they push you around, they can push you off of ledges. They can keep you from jumping where you want to. They're not a direct threat, but they can still be dangerous in their own way. There we have things that kill you, unsurprisingly. You don't want to walk into those. Again, the Yorps, being able to push you around, can push you into them, making them indirectly dangerous. We have all sorts of bonus items that are... You know, mostly it's junk food. There'll be some books and stuff. There's one right now. Because again, Billy Blaze is not just an 8-year-old, he's also a super genius. And he's not just a super genius, he's also an 8-year-old. So once your current stage, you get this big done symbol. There are a number of mini stages like this. I'm not sure what you'd call them. They're like huts or something like that. In any case, most of these will have a telepathic statue that will give you some kind of hint. So as this hints at, the signs that we have seen in the game so far, and we'll see more of later, they're not just gibberish, those are actual messages. There is a standard galactic alphabet, which if you get to the 3rd game in the series, again this was a shareware system, so you would have to buy the 2nd and 3rd, there's a level in the 3rd game that has mapping of the English alphabet and the standard galactic alphabet. Okay, another big thing from the Commander Keen games that most people who played them will remember, the Pogo Stick. It's just you get that, you put it on, you bounce around constantly. If you hold the jump button, you can bounce higher. There's also something they call the impossible pogo trick, which... Yeah, I think I just did there. You press Alt and then hit Control shortly after. You kind of launch directly into one of those high jumps. Here we have mostly invisible blocks. If you look carefully at the top left corner, there is a single gray dot. We jump across the fires here. There's a Garg. Gargs are the more violent Martians. They will charge at you, they will kill you if they touch you. But we do have a ray gun for self-defense. You press Control and Alt at the same time to shoot. That's part of what made the impossible pogo trip supposedly impossible. It's because you have to hit Control and Alt not quite at the same time to do it. Because if you press them at exactly the same time, you shoot a laser gun. But if you press Alt and hit Control shortly thereafter, you do the big jump. Yeah. Apparently I'm pretty good at it. Squish. I believe this is one of the stages with a ship part in it. I believe this also has key cards. Which key cards, as a standard, you need to collect the correct color card. They're also marked with symbols, in case you can't see the color that well. To collect... Yeah, you need the correct card to open each door. Let's see. I think I'll fast forward at this point, so... Yep. Vorticons jumped out of his little spot he was supposed to be guarding there. Get the battery back, it makes a weird noise, and that's one of 4 items cleared. There are 3 others across Mars. You find them, you beat the game, and he flies back home to find the invasion preparing, and that leads into part 2. But yeah, for now, this has been Aerofelon playing Commander Keen, and come back next time for more Commander Queen, the sequel.